Okay, now let us discuss the previous JE questions of definite integrals. First, we'll find out what is g of f of x. G of f of x is equal to this g I'll keep as it is. Okay, fx will be equal to 2 minus x into cos x upon 2 plus x into cos x. Okay, now g of x is equal to log x. G of 2 minus x into cos x upon 2 plus x into cos x will be equal to log of 2 minus x into cos x, okay, upon 2 plus x into cos x. Okay, now listen. Now the question is integration of minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. Integral minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. Okay, and g of f of x. G of f of x dx. This can be written as integration of minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. G of f of x will be equal to log of 2 minus x into cos x, 2 minus x into cos x upon 2 plus x into cos x. 2 plus x into cos x, and then this is dx. Right, now we have a property, right? When you have suppose minus a to plus a, f of x dx will be equal to 0 if f of x is odd. Is it not? So let us use this property, and this is 2 times 0 to a. 2 times 0 to a f of x dx. Okay, if fx is even. If fx is even. So let me check whether this is even or odd. So I'm going to take f of x is equal to log of 2 minus x into cos x okay, f of x is equal to 2 minus x into cos x upon 2 plus x into cos x. Okay, f of minus x will be equal to log to the base e of, okay, 2 this minus x will become plus x, and cos of minus theta is plus cos theta only. Again, this is 2 minus plus x will become minus x, and cos of minus theta is plus cos theta only. Okay, so f of minus x is equal to, you get a minus sign. If I write this as 2 minus x into cos x upon 2 plus x into cos x. Okay, so you get f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So this means that fx is odd, right? Okay, fx is odd. So this will be equal to 0. That's answer, guys. Answer is option 0 is same as log 1 to the base e. Okay, answer is option D. Okay, let's move to the next question. I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2, this is sine cube x. Okay, upon this is sine x plus cos x dx. Sine x plus cos x dx, let's call this as equation 1. Okay, now I'm going to use the property. I'll use this King's property, 0 to a f of x dx. 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So if I use this King's property, this becomes integration of 0 to pi by 2. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sine cube of pi by 2 minus x. Pi by 2 minus x whole divided by sine of pi by 2 minus x. Sine of pi by 2 minus x plus cos of pi by 2 minus x. Cos of pi by 2 minus x, and then this is dx. I is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. Okay, sine of pi by 2 minus x is cos x, and cos of pi by, this is cos x plus sin x, and then dx plus sin x dx. Call this as equation 2. Now if I add equations 1 and 2, okay, if I add equations 1 and 2, I plus I will be equal to 2i is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. Okay, denominators are same, numerators can be added. This is 0 to pi by 2. Okay, 0 to pi by 2. Okay, 0 to pi by 2. And then I'm going to take LCM as sine plus cos. Okay, denominators are same, numerators can be added. So numerator becomes sine cube x plus cos cube x. Sine cube x plus cos cube x and then dx. Okay, now I can write this as 2i is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. Okay, a cube plus b cube. If you take a plus b out, so this is denominator sine plus cos only. A cube plus b cube, when you take a plus b out, that is you take sin x plus cos x out. A plus b out, you will get this as a square. Okay, a square minus ab. A square minus ab plus b square. Okay, close the bracket and then this is dx. Anyways, this will cancel. Now 2i is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2. Sin square plus cos square is 1. 1 minus sin 2x. 1 minus 1 upon 2 sin 2x. I can multiply and divide by 2 here. Okay, so sin square plus cos square is 1. I'll divide by 2 and multiply by 2. Sin x cos x, I'll write 2 sin x cos x. Okay, 2 sin x into cos x, close the bracket, and then this is dx. I'll write 2i is equal to, okay, integration 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2, 1 minus 1 upon 2. Okay, 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. So this is sin 2x. Okay, and then dx. 2i is equal to integration of dx is x between the limits 0 to pi by 2 minus 1 upon 2. Integration of sine is minus cos, right? So this becomes plus cos. You will get this as cos 2x upon 2 between the limits 0 to pi by 2. Okay, 2i is equal to upper limit is pi by 2, lower limit is 0, plus 1 upon 4. Upper limit is cos of 2 into pi by 2. Okay, and lower limit is cos 0. Anyways, this will cancel. You get 2i is equal to pi upon 2. Okay, plus 1 by 4. Cos pi minus 1, cos 0, 1. So 2i is equal to pi upon 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. Okay, take LCM 2 and shift 2 on the right side. It will be pi minus 1, okay, upon 4. That's answer, guys. Okay, pi minus 1 upon 4, answer is option C. Alright, now listen. X is tending to 2, you actually get 0 by 0 form here. So I'll write this as limit x is tending to 2. Okay, and then upper limit is, this is 6 to f of x, 2t into dt, okay, upon x minus t. So this is 0 by 0 form. I'll use L'Hopital's rule. So that is, I differentiate the numerator denominator separately. When I differentiate the numerator, I'll use Leibniz's rule. Differentiation of a definite integral. You have to differentiate the upper limit. In place of t, you put upper limit. Okay, anyways, lower limit is 0 when you differentiate. Differentiation of x minus 2 is 1. X is tending to 2, you get f dash of 2 into 2 into f of 2. F dash of 2, okay, there's no value, so I'll keep as it is, into 2 into f of 2 will be equal to 6. So answer will be equal to 12 into f dash of 2. 12 into f dash of 2, answer will be equal to option A. Okay, question number 4. See, this given integral is equal to, I'm going to put x square is equal to t, and from this I can write 2x dx is equal to dt. Okay, x dx is equal to dt upon 2. From this x into dx is equal to dt upon 2. Even the limits will change. When x is 0, t is 0. When x is 1, t is 1. Okay, call this is equation 1. Even limits will change. When x is 0, t will be 0. When x is equal to 1, t is equal to 1. So this becomes integration 0 to 1. Okay, and then this is cot inverse of x square is equal to t. X to the power of 4 will be equal to t square. X dx is equal to half into dt. Okay, so how will I integrate this? 1 upon 2, this is 0 to 1. Cot inverse can be written as tan inverse of, okay, 1 upon 1 minus t plus t square. Okay, and then dt. I can write this as 1 upon 2 integral 0 to 1. Okay, and then tan inverse of, denominator can be written as 1 plus t into t minus 1. Okay, I will write the numerator in terms of denominator. This is t minus of t minus 1. T minus of t minus 1 will be equal to 1 only. That is meaning is I am writing numerator in terms of denominator. This can be written as half of 0 to 1. Okay, use inverse trick formula. Tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy can be written as tan inverse of x, okay, minus tan inverse of y. That is t minus 1, and then this is dt. Okay, now I'm going to use the King's property for the second one. So this is equal to half of integration 0 to 1. Okay, this is tan inverse of t. Tan inverse of dt. If you open the bracket again, this is equal to, okay, let me keep this in the bracket. Okay, and then you write this as 0 to half, 0 to 1, and then you get this tan inverse of t minus 1, and then this is dt. Okay, here we will use the King's property. So here I'll use 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, here I'll use the King's property. So this can be written as half of, okay, 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and then you get tan inverse of t, and then dt, minus this is 0 to 1, tan inverse of, change x to upper limit minus x, 1 minus t minus 1, okay, and then dt. Anyways, this will cancel. Tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse of x. So this will be equal to half of, okay, so this is equal to half of integration 0 to 1. Okay, and then you get tan inverse of t, tan inverse of t into dt, and minus will be plus. So tan inverse of t plus integration 0 to 1, and then you get tan inverse of t, okay, and then dt. So this is equal to half of 2 times integral 0 to 1, and then tan inverse of t dt. Okay, so this 2 and 2 cancels. Now I can write into 1 and use by parts. That is, I'll write this as 0 to 1. Tan inverse of t can be written as tan inverse of t into 1, and let us use by parts. First function is tan inverse of t. Integration of dt is t minus integral of second, and differentiation of tan inverse of t is 1 by 1 plus t square, and then dt. Upper limit will be equal to 1 into tan inverse of 1. Okay, anyways lower limit is 0. Divide by 2 and multiply by 2. 0 to 1, 2t upon 1 plus t square, and then dt. So this is tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4 minus half of This is log of 1 plus t square between the limits 0 to 1. So this is pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2. Upper limit is log 2 minus lower limit is log 1. Log 1 to any base is 0. Answer is 1 by 4. Pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 log 2. 4 minus 1 upon 2 into log 2. Okay, pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 log 2. Answer is option A. Okay, now listen. I is equal to integral 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this is box. It's mentioned here. Box t denotes greatest integer not exceeding x. Okay, so this is equal to box of, if you multiply, you will get this as sine. Okay, let me keep as it is, no problem. This is sine 2x. Okay, into a bracket you get this as 1 plus cos of 3x. 3x and then dx. Call equation 1. I'll use King's property. That is, I'm going to use the property 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So I is equal to integration 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and then this will be equal to sine of 2 into change x to upper limit minus x, you get 2 pi minus x. Okay, into this will be equal to 1 plus cos of 3 into 2 pi minus x. Okay, so I is equal to integration 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and then you get this as sine of 4 pi minus 2x. Okay, and then 1 plus cos of 6 pi minus 3x. 3x and then dx. Okay, now I is equal to this I is equal to integration 0 to 2 pi 0 to 2 pi sine of 4 pi minus x is equal to minus sine 2x, isn't it? Fourth quadrant only, na? Okay, and then 6 pi minus 3x will be equal to plus cos 3x. It will be positive. Cos will be positive. 6 pi minus x. Okay, and then close the bracket. Then you get a greatest integer function. Okay, box of this. Okay, this is an open bracket. Everything inside the box. Okay, now let us call equation 2. Now if you add equations 1 and 2. Okay, add equations 1 and 2. I plus I will be equal to 2i is equal to integration 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and then you get this as box of sine 2x. Okay, so this is box of sine 2x into this is 1 plus cos 3x. Okay, close the bracket, plus this is equal to box of minus sine 2x. Okay, into this is 1 plus cos 3x, close the bracket, and then dx. This is box. Okay, this everything comes inside the box. Okay, now see, if x is not an integer, box x will be equal to x. Okay, if x is an integer, but box of minus, okay, let me write like this. Box of minus x will be equal to minus box x if x is an integer. Box of minus x will be minus box x minus 1 if x is not an integer. Understand? So you shift on the left side, you will get box x plus box of minus x will be equal to minus 1 if x is not an integer. So this should be written as 2i is equal to integral 0 to 2 pi. Okay, box x plus box minus x is minus 1. Now 2i is equal to integration of dx is x between the limits 0 to 2 pi. Okay, now 2i is equal to minus upper limit is 2 pi, lower limit is 0. 2 and 2 cancels. You will get I is equal to minus pi. Okay, that's the answer, guys. Answer is option A.